is no way that many people voted for the corpse that we have in the White House right now. I'm sorry. That is our commander in chief. He deserves basic respect. But I have fundamental problems with the way he is not leading this country. So if the question is, or if the assumption is that my conscience should be bound to not vote for one person because they're not a Christian, I don't know if that's the argument. None of these presidents are born again, regenerate people. They're just not. They are civil servants, fallen, wicked sinners, just like the rest of us. The issue is, if I'm going to be engaged in this political process, I am going to examine policy. This is where I think it's important to have a good, strong man in your life, because a good, strong man helps you make proper category distinctions and not get caught up in the emotion of, I don't like the way this person makes me feel. That's just a fact. I can have issues with the way, or the sloppy communication style of someone like a Trump, and in the same vein, recognize that in the face of insurmountable odds, this person knows how to lead. Nobody hated and despised him until he decided to run for president, including his former friend Oprah. He was friends with all of them. And let the truth be told, we have an establishment, a reigning establishment on both sides. I'm looking at your policies. I want to know, are you going to close up the border? I need to know. I want to know, will you make us energy independent again? I want to know, because we need that. I want to know, do you respect and understand American ingenuity and realize that we can't sell out to China, right? Are you going to bring some manufacturing jobs back? I need to know that. I need to know what you're going to do about this inflation. I'm tired of paying $8 for my organic eggs. Sorry, $8.99 to be specific. Are our farmers going to be protected? Or are we going to let China keep coming in, buying up all this real estate? I have questions. These are some of the policies that concern me. Are we going to protect basic human rights, such as babies in the womb? Are we going to allow the states to decide? If you want to live in a blue state that wants to delete babies at will, fine. I don't want to live in a state like that. So I want the states to be able to decide that, right? We gonna get some jobs back. Did I say jobs? Because I really need some jobs. I need some jobs. I need the economy functioning well by being energy independent. These are things that concern me. I have issues about our current tax code, right? I'm a small business owner. I need good trade deals. I don't think the average American citizen understands how important having good trade deals are for the health and stability of a country. I am in an industry where nothing is hardly made here. We're importing everything. Our educational system, trash. I'm pro school choice. I think people, individual parents should be able to decide what their children are learning. And if your local school is trash, you should be able to take your tax dollars and take that money and put your child in a school that's performing better. Make these schools compete. Those are some of the values I espouse. I'm not going to sit idle and not participate in the political process. I believe it's my duty as a Christian to put the best in office that represents my values and the policies that are going to be the best for this country. So that's why. I hope they answered the question. I've never hid who I am. Everybody who knows me knows I am a conservative. But I'm a Christian first. Conservatism borrows from my Christian worldview, not the other way around. Being pro-life is not a conservative position. It is a godly position. Having keeping your country safe and sovereign with borders, that is a biblical concept. That's not a uniquely conservative concept. Being fiscally responsible, that is a biblical concept. That is not a concept. They have to borrow from my worldview. So that's just me. Freedom of religion. That is important. I recognize that Christians are going to be persecuted, but I'd rather support someone that at minimum understands and respects the Constitution, that not wants to trample on it. My Second Amendment rights are important to me. We pass lots of heat in this house. I'm just saying. The Second Amendment is my fundamental right as a citizen in this country. Cities with the most stringent gun laws have the worst crime. So gun control helps no one. Criminals are emboldened when they know there is a citizenship when their citizens are not armed and prepared, they will take advantage of it. That's what we see now. I don't need people to support him. I support the policies. I support the policies. For me, it's always been about policy. And if y'all knew the wicked forces we were up against on a global landscape, you'd be like, you know what? We need somebody that ain't gonna be no punk. Right? Like we would not be in a war, a proxy war with Russia and Ukraine right now if we had a different commander in chief. Like all of our weaponry and military prowess, we were strengthened, not weakened. Now all of our equipment, whatever wasn't left in Afghanistan, the Ukrainians have it now. Lord forbid it. Listen, y'all just don't. We are not the strong American force that we once were. We are just not. We weak as puppy pee right now. It's bad. It is bad. Listen, I'd love to have a Christian in the highest office of the land, but I'm gonna be honest. The Bible tells us, the Bible never says, it defines a just ruler. Like we should want a just ruler, someone who is going to rule justly, but they don't have to necessarily be a Christian. We don't live in a theocracy. I just want someone who is just. And they're not going to do that perfectly because they just wicked, it just is what it is. But I have children that are coming up, and I don't even have children in the school system, but I am very concerned about the educational system and the agenda that is being pushed on our children. Somebody has to stop that at a federal level. Granted, it needs to be stopped at the state level. I really believe that's where most of our power is. But at the federal level, like we got to do something with this alphabet agenda. Like it's just out of control at this point. And there's only one particular side that wants to push that. Like that's all they want to do. They want to push that and kill babies. I'm not okay with that. I'm just not. But if your conviction is like, I can't support none of it, I respect that. I'm cool with that. Like, it's okay. I'm not dividing with blood-bought believers over politics. I'm not. But I'm not gonna hide who I am too. We used to live in a time in this country where we could respect one another and have a difference of opinion. And we need to get back to that. Like, if you're like, I don't want no parts of that, I respect that. I'm cool with that. But I am who I am. And I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be, right?